Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform.
Hey everybody, it's Party Elite, and today we're taking a look at some very easy to make mistakes that you absolutely must avoid when playing Manor Lords. I have a very in-depth video already on the channel to introduce some of the basic and intermediate concepts, and you can find that linked in the pinned comment below. And that aside, as always, you'll find timestamps down below to jump around this video as you'd like. If you have specific topics you'd like to see covered in future guide videos, let me know, and feel free to subscribe for more Manor Lords content if you enjoy this video. One last thing I'd like to mention, outside of this channel, I am affiliated with the publisher Hooded Horse, and while that doesn't impact what videos I make on the channel, I like to mention it for the sake of transparency. With that said, and with no more time to waste on an introduction, let's begin. Don't leave people homeless. Sounds like an obvious one, I know, but there's something I've noticed is catching people off guard. Upgrading your homeless people's tent to a worker camp sounds like a nice and quick solution to the homelessness problem. This is fine for a new region that you don't really want to fully settle just yet, as it'll stop the negative approval ratings from homelessness getting too high and then remove them over time. So maybe you just want some resources from a different region, needing only a handful of families for the time being to acquire said resources and store them for a different region's pack station to come and pick them up through barter. Start of a new game for your first homeless people. A handful of families for the time being to acquire said resources and store them for a different region's pack station to come and pick them up through barter. That's a good time to use the upgrade, but I would actually advise not using it right at the start of a new game for your first homeless people's tents. You can establish homes soon enough for these guys, but if you are struggling to do so, sure, this upgrade can immediately help. But if you do that, keep in mind that therein lies another issue. This upgraded space will count as housing. That means they won't move into any new houses that you build them with the proper backyards, with the expansion and upgrade opportunities, etc., etc. If you want that to happen, you need to demolish the upgraded camp. You need to make those families homeless again, and that'll force them to move into one of the new homes. People don't just move from home to home of their own accord at random in Manor Lords, and it's no different here. Again, an upgraded homeless people's tent counts as housing when it becomes a worker camp. So if you want those people to forcibly move, you need to demolish the camp. Don't ignore seasonal work. One of the key aspects to a game like this is managing the spread of your workers. When your population is small in particular, it becomes important to pay attention to every individual family and how it's assigned. And to be frank, even when your village has grown to a sizable town, you should keep your mind on seasonal work in particular. Farming is the most obvious seasonal job. Make sure nobody is assigned to the farmhouse when crops are simply growing, unless, of course, there's wheat that needs to be processed into grain. But during plowing, sowing, and harvesting seasons, you need to make sure that there are enough families at the farmhouse to cover all your fields, even if it means pulling people from their other non-seasonal jobs to get the farm work done. Keep in mind that wheat, also known as emmer, will be planted for the winter growing season as well as during the regular growing season, as winter wheat is a thing. Also keep in mind that the farmhouse is where the wheat gets turned into grain. This is called threshing, and you can prioritize it over and under the field-related tasks that come from the farmhouse too. This needs to happen before the grain can be turned into flour at the mill, so prioritize accordingly. On which note, don't assign families to the mill unless there's grain to actually mill, and don't assign families to the communal oven if there's no flour to turn into bread. When it comes to animal husbandry, meanwhile, you want to make sure your sheep farm is left unattended during the winter, as sheep can't be sheared during the winter months. Berry bushes are also completely dead in the winter, so your forager hut should be empty in the winter since there are no berries to harvest. Hunting is a little different. It's not seasonal per se, but you want to make sure not to entirely depopulate a herd, because if you do so, well, there is no more herd to repopulate and you've lost that resource permanently. So when the number gets small enough, make sure to unassign your hunters. Staying on top of seasonal work is important. Don't just leave people twiddling their thumbs for a whole quarter of the year. Don't upgrade too quickly. It can be very tempting to upgrade your burgage plots and build advanced backyard extensions as soon as they become available. Some of the options are super fun after all. Who doesn't want a smith or an armorer or a fletcher? But while upgrading the plot itself is okay, building these higher tier extensions will immediately convert the families that are living in that plot into artisan families, and these families cannot be assigned regular jobs. They only work in their backyard extension. Losing regular families too quickly will result in other essentials being left unattended, especially since your population can only grow at a maximum rate of 2 families per month only when your approval rating is above 75% and when there are empty houses available. When your approval rating is between 50 and 75% instead, you can only grow at a rate of 1 family per month, and again, you need empty housing. So, if all your families are artisans, who's doing the hunting? Who's chopping the trees? Do note that when you build one of these backyard extensions, every family living in that plot becomes an artisan family. The other danger of upgrading too quickly is losing the supply of lower tier resources. Say, for example, you've established 2 cobblers, but don't produce leather quickly enough to maintain a surplus of leather. Unfortunately, leather is one of the 3 options for the first tier of clothing demand from houses. They don't care if they have shoes, they want their leather. Or yarn or linen, but similarly, if you're converting all the yarn into cloaks and all the linen into clothes, you're missing out on those lower tier goods that people specifically want to meet their lower tier needs. This goes beyond consumer goods too. Too many fletchers will consume planks before they can be used for construction, for example. Keep an eye out for this and avoid upgrading too quickly. Manage your markets. On the topic of meeting needs, managing markets can be an interesting challenge in Manor Lords. It can be tempting to simply put down additional markets whenever you see needs not being met in a certain neighborhood. But the reality is that markets can cover a very large radius as long as they're well managed. Understanding all the moving parts of a market is very important. First of all, marketplaces will have a maximum number of stalls based on the amount of space available. These stalls are built by families using their own resources, but you can still adjust their placement. Since goods need to be brought over from where they're stored to their respective stalls, repositioning the stalls can actually make a significant difference to the flow of resources. Try to position stalls closer to where they'll be restocked from. Now, where does the stock come from? The closest stockpile. This can be a granary, a storehouse, or the building where the things are actually produced, since they can be stored there too. Making sure the goods are available near the market will improve the throughput of resources, and since granaries and storehouses have access to carts, they can move more units in a single trip as well. But there are only so many slots for families at these buildings, and some of them might opt to open stalls for goods you don't feel you need to distribute because of your personal goals, despite what the people are asking for. This applies especially to the storehouse. Fortunately, by adjusting what a storehouse can actually store, you can adjust what the family members are opening markets for. Similarly, sometimes you might intentionally unassign families from the storehouses and granaries to allow families from production buildings to set up stalls instead. A weaver is pretty well guaranteed to sell yarn, whereas a storehouse worker with a clothing stall might also grab leather or shoes or clothes or cloaks, or they might just set up a firewood stall instead, because guess what? A storehouse can store those too. Using the weaver example, keep in mind that if your weaver owns a chicken coop or vegetable garden backyard extension, they might opt to build a food stall instead, completely negating your plan. At this point, you can demolish their market stall and hope they course correct, or you can micromanage backyard extensions to a greater degree. At a certain point, you'll need to start establishing additional marketplaces, but don't jump to that as your first solution. More often than not, your issue is that of stock and supply at the stalls, and it can be a fun challenge to try and get a market providing to a larger town before relying on additional support markets. Don't wait to fight bandits. In the default scenario, you'll find bandit camps spawning across the map from time to time, and you might think you're better off ignoring them until a later stage. 2 years in, you'll be directly attacked, forced to respond with either your militia or some mercenaries or your retinue. But before then, all the bandits seem to do is steal a few goods every so often, which is a consequence that can feel kind of easy to ignore if you've established yourself well enough. But the long-term consequences go well beyond that. These camps are always guarded by a unit of brigands. Eliminating an enemy unit grants you a decent amount of influence, and once you eliminate your first few enemy units, you'll have enough influence to claim your first additional region. Fighting brigands is fairly simple when you're attacking their camps. They'll have a single unit of about 16 or so individuals, and you can quite confidently defeat them with a single full unit of soldiers. Apart from the initial equipment you get delivered to you, you can relatively easily start producing warbows by upgrading a house to tier 2 and then getting the Fletcher's shop established. Having warbows will allow you to establish units of archers, and they can make relatively quick work of the enemy, sometimes breaking them before front lines even meet. Eventually, you'll have enough money to simply recruit mercenaries to do your dirty work, or once you build your manor, you'll gain access to your retinue. Neither of these options are recruited from your regular population, so rallying them doesn't slow your economy down, so going to fight has less of an impact on your production capabilities as time goes on. Note that claiming unclaimed territory is relatively easy as a result, as long as you stay on top of it. But when you have to claim a region that already belongs to the Baron, not only do you have to pay twice as much influence, but you also have to face off against him in a pretty serious battle. This can cost your settlement lives and, more importantly, time. Again, every time you raise your militia, the men in your village need to pick up their arms, leaving behind their day jobs. This means that your economy grinds to a halt for the entire time that they're marching, fighting, and marching back before you can disband them so they can return to their regular tasks. Avoiding large battles against the Baron, then, has quite a large impact. If you don't collect influence to push your claims, the Baron will, and he'll go from holding just 2 regions to 3 to 4 and more, meaning you'll have to participate in even more large battles than you otherwise would have needed to. Plus, you don't want to limit your ability to tap into the resources beyond your starting region. Apart from the influence left on the table, you're also leaving money out there. Once you eliminate the brigands and collect your influence, make sure you loot the bandit camp too. There's silver to be acquired, and it can either be sent to the nearest region to bolster its regional wealth, or it can be sent to your treasury. Both of these are essential, the former for building backyard upgrades and for importing resources, and the latter for upgrading your retinue in size and equipment, and for settling the various regions that you're claiming, and for acquiring mercenaries too. Don't wait too long to fight bandits. You're basically handing territory to the Baron on a silver platter. Don't overinvest in trade. First, let me be clear. Trade is extremely profitable in Manor Lords. Exporting certain goods will generate a lot of money as long as you don't flood the market, and investing in the right development points can open up the opportunity to import raw goods cheaply and export finished goods for a great profit. And trade is just generally a good way to fill gaps in your ability to provide your people with the things they want and need. It's also a great way to get military equipment to further equip your militia. But in order to do that, you need to invest in opening up a trade route. The same holds true for certain more advanced goods, but you'll notice that you can open these dedicated trade routes for goods that you can trade without them too. The reason for doing this is simply because it guarantees regular visits from foreign merchants to buy or sell the specific good depending on if you're importing or exporting it. The cost of opening these trade routes increases with each added route, so you want to pick and choose them in the right order. Beyond that, if you intend to rely heavily on trade, this development point here will cap the cost of additional trade routes. This can result in huge savings, as again the cost to establish these routes can get into the hundreds very quickly otherwise. But even when cheap, don't just click away here. If you tell a trade post to import or export something, not only will your own assigned families perform the trade themselves, but foreign merchants will also come through to buy things and pick them up at your trade post, or sell things and drop them off at your trade post too. As long as your trade post is connected to a road that is connected to the main roads on the map, i.e. the King's Road, these merchants can come through to do this and perform these trades. Hold down Tab to see them wandering around, but do note that both dedicated and random traveling merchants will be marked the same way. So to summarize, while paying for the dedicated route will guarantee regular visits, You can still get these foreign merchants coming through sporadically without the dedicated trade routes being purchased. While you shouldn't devalue trade, lucrative as it is, you also don't want to overinvest in trade when you don't need to. Don't spend the development points you don't actually need to. Don't buy the trade routes you don't actually need to. These points and that money can be used elsewhere to better effect. I hope this video helps you avoid some of the major mistakes that you might be making without even realizing. Manor Lords is a complex game with a lot of moving parts, and this should put you on the right track. I have another in-depth guide video that you'll find linked on screen right now. It'll stop the negative approval ratings from homelessness getting too high, and then remove them over time. This one, I know, but there's something I've noticed is catching people off guard. Upgrading your homeless people's tent to a worker camp sounds like a nice and quick solution to the homelessness problem. This is fine for a new region that you don't really want to fully settle just yet, as it'll stop the negative approval ratings from homelessness getting too high, and then remove them over time. So, maybe you just want some resources from a different region, needing only a handful of families for the time being to acquire said resources and store them for a different region's pack station to come and pick them up through barter. That's a good time to use the upgrade, but I would actually advise not using it right at the start of a new game for your first homeless people's tents. You can establish homes soon enough for these guys, but if you are struggling to do so, sure, this upgrade can immediately help. But if you do that, keep in mind that therein lies another issue. This upgraded space will count as housing. That means they won't move into any new houses that you build them with the proper backyards, with the expansion and upgrade opportunities, etc., etc. If you want that to happen, you need to demolish the upgraded camp. You need to make those families homeless again, and that'll force them to move into one of the new homes. People don't just move from home to home of their own accord at random in Manor Lords, and it's no different here. Again, an upgraded homeless people's tent counts as housing when it becomes a worker camp. So if you want those people to forcibly move, you need to demolish the camp. Don't ignore seasonal work. One of the key aspects to a game like this is managing the spread of your workers. When your population is small in particular, it becomes important to pay attention to every individual family and how it's assigned. And to be frank, even when your village has grown to a sizable town, you should keep your mind on seasonal work in particular. Farming is the most
Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, guys. So that was a good little intro on how to play this goddamn game. Okay. So let's see how to civilize these white folks. Let's see how to civilize a white man. Cause we gonna civilize a white man today. That's what we gonna do. We gonna civilize the white man. We gonna teach him how to take a bath. We gonna teach him how to wear deodorant and brush his teeth. You know? So they don't get the plague. We're saving Europeans from the plague. That's what we're doing. Okay? And of course, you know, you can't be black. You can't be the blacks. You can only be the Europeans. It looks like you can only be a pale-faced European. So that means, you know, most likely we're gonna fail. Well, it looks like there's a light skin more right here. We can go with this dude. Looks like a light skin more. Let's look up a Moorish leader that we can name this guy, so we can be on a Moorish theme going on here, and you know, we can teach some people some history. All right, so we're gonna go with Hannibal. Hannibal is one of the guys. General, okay, I got it right here. General Hannibal Barca. General Hannibal Barca. He went into Europe and civilized these white folks. So that's what we're gonna do here. Okay. We're gonna civilize a white man. That's what we're gonna do. We gotta be historically accurate, okay? There's no cap in the rap. God damn it. Hamnable. Meh. Bah. Bar. God. Oh my god, dude. Well, fuck that little dot thing. Ka. General Hannibal Barca. And we're gonna use this portrait, you know, just imagine him, you know, being more dark skinned, you know, black. You know, because that's what the Moors were, of course, you know. I don't want anybody getting confused. What the hell? The hell is that? These dudes are already living in huts. Goddamn, gotta civilize these people already. Is that what I gotta do? Is that what I gotta do? Civilize these dudes. All right, let's look up some Moorish symbols. Moorish symbology, so we can, you know, get as close as possible to civilizing these people, because obviously they couldn't civilize themselves. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is a close Moorish symbol. Esque. Okay. How do I do the secondary goddamn symbol? Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna get pissed off. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why can't I select the goddamn thing? Okay, is that it? Oh, I see. I know exactly what I'm doing, guys. Don't rush me. I know exactly what the hell I'm doing. I played this game plenty of times before. I know what I'm doing. Okay. I know exactly what I'm doing. Don't ever question me. Because I know. That L, I know it. That it, I know it. L. Elheim. Elheimic. Alright, let's look up some more Moorish symbols, so we can civilize these people over here. So obviously they didn't know how to make a star back then, so you know they don't have a star. Well, they got the damn Jewish star. Looks like. Goddamn, Sam. All right. We're right now. We're just looking for symbols, you know, that will fit the Moorish symbology. So you know we can help out these white folks, because that's what we're here to do today. We're here to civilize a white man before, you know, they end up catching a plague. We're trying to save the world, okay? That's what we're trying to do, guys. Trying to be in good faith by saving these people from themselves. Okay, I'm gonna choose a shank. I think a shank will work. The hell, they got trousers? That's from not changing their goddamn drawers. Dirty ass motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. 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 I wish I had a damn star. God. Is this considered a damn texture? If I can upload my own damn symbol. Don't be meowing at me, kitty. I know exactly what I'm doing right now, okay? Don't meow at me. Don't you ever in your life. Alright, guys. We're almost done civilizing the white man. Okay? Okay? Okay. Well, because that's what we're trying to do today, you know? We're just trying to civilize these people. Since, you know, they can't civilize themselves. Evidently. Not calling out anybody or anything like that, but you know. Okay, okay. 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 Okay. Why can't I change them color? Alright, there we go. Hold up. We're about to civilize these people right now. We're on the road to civilization. Because obviously if it wasn't for us, you know, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves. Just putting it out there, man. Definitely not being racist whatsoever. I would never do that. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. 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 Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay. All right, we're just about there with the symbology. Okay, we definitely gotta get that right. Got the light skin, dude right there. The hell was that? Oh wow, it's a lot of customization. All right. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, this looks fairly close to the Moorish, what the Moors were half. Okay, y'all better be appreciative about what I've created. Okay, Because this looks damn near close to what the Moors will have. Okay. Or what if I use this and then be like, no. So I can't fucking angle this? Well, yeah, that's what I'll do. And then the top one is a sword. The sword. There we go. We're Moors, okay? We're Moors trying to civilize white man. That's what we're doing right now, okay? Okay. Because this is history. We're going based off of facts right here. So, you know, don't get emotional. Don't get your panties in a bunch. We're going based off facts. Based off historical evidence. Is what we're going off of. Alright! So, scenario. Rise to prosperity. Fulfill requirements of your citizens. Plan to rule your medieval town as you see fit, without worry about combat. Reach the large town settlement level. After that, you may choose to continue the endless mode. Restoring the peace. 2 territories in the north are claimed by the legitimate Berbers, whose castles located off the map. Bandit camps reside in other unclaimed regions. Build and expand your own pace. When ready, challenge the Berbers in northern territories. Conquer every region. On the edge, grow your city, rise forces, and quickly as you can. The lands are pestered by raiders, and undefeated settlements will quickly perish. Survive all the attacks and reach the large town settlement level. What the hell, man? Rise to prosperity. Maybe I should just click the first one. You know, understand how this game works first. Then, you know, maybe I could channel some bandits in the future. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to start off with the first scenario. You know, just to figure out the game. You know, just because I am still, you know, trying to get used to this game. And once again, you know, we're trying to civilize these white folks. Okay, that's the main goal. Okay. All right, let me turn the sound back on. What is bullshit? So we can hear the tunes. Oh my God, them goddamn Mexicans over there slamming the goddamn door. Goddamn girlfriend over here trying to text me.
Summer's coming soon, and soon you can see.
I had to tell my girlfriend, you know, I'm over here trying to civilize white man, so you know you can't interrupt me right now because white man might die. Okay. So hold up, they ain't gonna start me off with no goddamn tutorial. What the hell? A message. Where others see trouble, you see potential. These lands shall be rich and prosperous. Under your skillful management, reach the large town settlement level to achieve victory. Prosperity awaits. Oh my God. In Manor Lords, families need food, fuel, and a roof above their heads. Supplies in the region panel above shows how much you've got left. Where is that? Okay, I see that. Okay. How the hell do I move around? Okay, that's how I move around. Okay, let me see. I can turn like that. I can zoom in pretty close so I can, you know, see if these Europeans have any type of diseases on them. And I mean, they look fairly healthy, you know. So far, so good. Looks like they're over here chatting when they need to get their ass to work. Shit, I ain't come over here for no reason to civilize their ass. They better get their ass to work. Once you know the white man don't do no work, so you know. I gotta force him. Alrighty. So let's put the white man to work. Let's see what we gotta do. Like, it doesn't give me any. Oh my God, bro. Like, this needs a damn tutorial. This needs a goddamn tutorial. Cause how the hell? Goddamn. Goddamn, what the hell I'm supposed to do? They just threw me on a flop of land with some goddamn white folks. What the hell I'm supposed to do? Y'all better not kill that goddamn ox either. Shit, we're gonna be vegans around here. Alrighty, guys, let's see what the hell is really going. Oh my God, what the? Oh, I can play as a white man. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's pretty damn dope. I ain't gonna cap. That's actually pretty fucking. That's nifty and swifty on 50. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is nifty on 50 on swifty. Down. Listening to the white man music. Down. See, as Moors, you know, we got to introduce, you know, some culture to these uncivilized people. We got to teach these people, you know, how to cook, how to play the goddamn flute, all of that good stuff. So, very early in development, expected glitches. Press the I to walk around in third person as the Lord. That's actually pretty fucking dope. I ain't gonna cap. Alright, so that's my treasure. Your personal money, usually collected from taxes, can be used for diplomacy, hire and return, and the mercenaries. As well as setting up a new version. Build a manor to enable taxation and control the regions. Okay. Annual royalty tax. Okay. Influence. Okay, that's what they'll swap my out. That's like my reputation. If y'all ever played GTA, okay? That's what that is. Required for diplomacy and pressing claims. Damn, you can press people on here. Can be gained from tithing, conquering Bergens, and upgrading your churches and manors. King's favor can be used for diplomatic purposes, including pressing and refuting claims. Okay, so that's like my little sway, so I can sway people, you know, to do what the fuck I want, so we can further civilize these Europeans, because that's the whole point of this game. It's for me as a Moor to come to Europe and civilize all these uncivilized people. That's what I'm here to do. Okay. Okay. All right, so what we got here? We got the military. What the hell is that? I guess it's just like a cloak looking thing. We got the military, which consists of sidearms and all this other good stuff. We got the condominiums, which is just like extra shit. We got crafting materials. Okay. Crops. That's a different type of feed that we got. Oh, okay. So these niggas shitting too. So they gonna collect their own shit. That's exactly why we gotta come in Europe and civilize these goddamn people. Cause they're over here collecting their own crap. God, what are these people doing? What are these goddamn people doing? We got some fuel. And so military, condiments, crops, crafting materials, crops, fur. We got that fur. Then we got the food. Nah, see, we ain't gonna eat no meat, bro. We being straight motherfucking vegetarians. Y'all don't need no eggs either. We ain't about to be having no chicken abortions over here. Shit, hell to hell now. I'm gonna stand tall. It's torture. Used to construct buildings and upgrade them. Okay. Oh, we got 20 stone, 10 tools. Number of months before supplies run out. Okay, then that's exactly why we got this goddamn game on pause. Cause hell the fuck no, I ain't about to have these people playing and all these Europeans just die out. You know, cause we're here to civilize these Europeans. We don't want them to die. You know, we're here to save them from the plague. All right. Number of months before supplies run out. Every Burgage plot. Oh my god, why did it fucking disappear? Consumes 1 food and 1 fuel per month. Fuel consumption is in the winter is doubled. Additionally, some workplaces consume 1 fuel per month as well. So food, 4 months, fuel, no consumption. Alright, then this is livestock. Looks like we just have that ox for right now, which we're not going to eat. We're not going to eat no fucking ox because we're fucking vegans over here, okay? So I want y'all to get that out y'all goddamn mind. Y'all are not harming any goddamn animals in this game. Because once again, we're here to civilize these Europeans, you know? Oh my god, what is... Oh, it was saving. Alright, so regional wealth. Amount of money owned by the villages from this region can be used for import or converted treasury via tax policy. Regional wealth. public order, governs the chance of crime occurring as well as citizens permanently turning to bantry. Goddamn, so my people struggling, they gonna start robbing. That's exactly why we got a civilized white man, cause you know they ain't gonna know what to do. See, I knew I was doing right by playing this game as more, you know, so we can come over here and say these people approval rating. I guess that's like the respect, you know, that's like the respect that they was talking about in the beginning. Controls overall population growth as well as the morale and the militia railed from this settlement. Recent 30 days, previous none. Total population is 10, so I got 10 uncivilized Europeans right now that I gotta look after. That's what it looks like. 5. What is that? 5 what? I got 5 level 1 families. 8 of them are dudes and 2 of them are females. So once again, we got 8 dudes and 2 females. So y'all already know what these Europeans over here doing. That's exactly why the Moors had to come over here and, you know, save these women from these savage dudes that are, you know, trying to take advantage of them. Living spaces. How many families this region can currently accommodate to increase it and build or expand your bargage plots? I don't know how to fucking say that goddamn word. Fuck that word, bro. Assign. These families will focus on the job they were assigned to. They better do what I say. Unassigned families without an assignment will work on construction, including guiding the ox to transport timber. Okay. Y'all ain't gonna be making that ox do all the work either, okay? We ain't about to be abusing these animals. These goddamn animals in this game, alright? Y'all gonna be doing the goddamn work. What the hell is this? Settlers count. Press to open, develop view. Each level gets you development points that you can specialize your town and make it more efficient. Ah, okay. Currently showing supplies of goods. Supplies shows stocks minus the reserve number of goods. It can go negative. If, for example, your recruits are missing equipment, imagine you have 5 planks and place a building that costs 5 planks to build. Your stock remains 5, but the surplus becomes 0 since resources get reserved for construction. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So I think we got a better understanding. Okay, what's down here? We got roads, we got construction, we got armies, we got maps, we got helps, because that's exactly what the fuck I need, and we got the settings. And down here, I guess it's kind of like City Skylines, how you can like pause it, and then it shows like the season. So right now we're in spring. They got summer, autumn. Alright, so at least these Europeans know this basic knowledge, you know, so we ain't got to teach them that. You know, and at least they know their different seasons. But I don't like it, bro. How they just drop you in the goddamn game and don't give you no kind of guidance, bro. I don't like that, dude. That's kind of messed up. So I don't even know what the fuck to do first, dude. Like, what the hell? Development. Bro, all these white folks gonna die because I don't know how to save y'all. So this is all the food shit. Specialize your region. After you reach the next settlement level, you will be... So this is just a skill tree. That's all that is. This is dealing with money. So what? That's like food, money. This looks like the military shit. And this is farming. Policies. See, I need to restrict hunting. That's what I need to do. Cause y'all not harming no animals around here. Swear to God. Alright, well, one of you focus on the goddamn name right now. Oh my God, why are they homeless? Why are these white folks already homeless, bro? Oh, dude, this is about to piss me the hell off. Self-construction. Okay, so what can we build right now to help these white folks out? A logging camp. Forger hut. Residential. There we go. So we got 8 wood. Oh my God. I'm dying. Okay, so that's what we can do. We can make them some buildings first. So these white folks can have a building to stay in. That's what we can do. Gotta fucking stretch. Oh my God. Oh! God damn, son. I should have gotten me a goddamn beer. I think I might go get a goddamn beer. Shit. I think I might go get a goddamn beer right now. That'd do what I might do. Go get me some meal. No, beer. Because the Moors introduced, you know, these Europeans to beer, so, you know, we can get them hooked on that shit. So we can get them hooked on phonics, you know? I think I might as well give me a beer, guys. Because, I want to have me a drink while I take care of these white folks. Okay? And then I feel like I need to watch some more goddamn videos, too. Okay? Like, give me a beginner's guide that I can follow so I can take care of these white folks decently. So they all don't die.
Hey everybody, it's Party Lead, and today we're taking a look at the most exciting city building,
No, we're not. Okay, episode 1. Restoring the peace. Okay, there we go, guys. Let me see.
Once everything's perfectly organized, I'll start working on my thesis.
Grammarly will ensure you feel confident kneeling.
We're gonna see how to play this goddamn game first, okay? Cause I ain't trying to kill these white folks off. You know, I'm trying to save them. We trying to save the white man. And I need to go get me a goddamn beer, cause I don't think I'm gonna be able to save the white man if I don't have me a beer. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Oh, guys.
Dive into one of my and many of your most anticipated games for a long time now. Manor Lords is releasing in a couple of weeks, and I've got myself a key to show the game off a little early on the channel, so you bet we're going to be diving in. Real quick reminder that outside of the channel, I am affiliated with the publisher Hooded Horse, and you can learn more about that in the video.
Alright, and for everybody watching right now, you know, I was about to play off the game. I was about to play the game right now, but you know, I want to kill off these white folks that fast, you know, so I'm going to see how to, you know, let them live for a little bit.
Video I've linked in the description down below. That affiliation doesn't have an impact on what I cover on the channel, of course, but I like to mention it just for the sake of transparency. And let's be real here, of course I'm going to be covering Manor Lords regardless. I've been talking about this game for over 4 years now, where that first video was basically just a bunch of things I pulled from the developer's Twitter account and Instagram. I'm so excited, so with no more time to waste on an intro, let's dive on in to a new game. Now, I've actually got myself a custom coat of arms in place so that we can represent, and of the lot over here, I'm going to go ahead with this lovely face over here because I feel like it's as close to me as we can get of the options we have. I'm also going to go ahead with the name Houtman. I know it doesn't actually mean elite, but I was looking it up and this was kind of the closest I could get that was a name and kind of had a connection to being of a higher tier, like elite. So we're going to go with it. I'm sure there are probably better options out there that, you know, fit the time and place that this game is set in. So feel free to suggest those, but it'll be too late because by the time I see your suggestions, I will have begun this playthrough. Love to hear them though. Anyway, we've got 3 options for our scenarios here as we dive into this early access build of the game. Rise to Prosperity is just about fulfilling the needs of our citizens and growing our town to a large town. And then we can continue to play in endless mode or, you know, call it a day as a victory. Then we have Restoring the Peace. Here, 2 territories in the north are claimed by the illegitimate baron whose castle is located off the map. Bandit camps reside in the other unclaimed regions. We'd have to build and expand at our own pace, and when ready, we'd be able to challenge the baron for those northern territories, and victory comes from conquering every region. And finally, there's On the Edge. Here we have to grow the city and raise our army as quickly as possible because the lands are full of raiders and undefended settlements will quickly perish. Here, victory conditions involve surviving all the attacks and also reaching the large town settlement level. So we've got a couple of options, which means we'll be able to play for quite a bit of time, and I'm very excited for that. But for our first run, let's go ahead and play Restoring the Peace. That's the selection by default, and even the template difficulty, we're going to go with the default option over here, but otherwise you are able to change a bunch of things to sort of customize your experience, make it harder, make it a little bit easier if you prefer, but you know, let's go ahead and showcase the default difficulty in the default scenario for starters. Let's begin. Alright, so the first order of business in order to ensure success is to actually pause the game and take a look at this message, delivering to us our victory condition, Dominance. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once a claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. I shall unite these lands under my rule. But first, let's take a look at these lands and see exactly what we're working with. and what we're working for. So this is interesting. We have quite a bit of room to expand into all around us. This is our starting region.
Okay. Give me some okay. Okay. So this one, okay. So I'm in the middle right here, okay. Okay. This is what we're working with. Okay. Oh my. So we got wild enemies, which we not gonna do nothing to, guys. We are saving the enemies. We're saving the enemies because we're not harming the enemies. We're gonna be a vegan, a civilized society. Not gonna be like the rest of these heathens. Oh my god, bro. All right, so what we got in our lands right now? We got a clay deposit. We got some wild enemies, which we're not gonna do nothing to, and we got an iron deposit, and then we got a stone deposit, and then we got a bird center. So where the hell we at right now, bruh? I guess it just don't show where the hell we at. I mean, that's cool. I guess where like the crown thing. Well, fuck no. I don't even know where the hell we at. All right, guys. I might as well get me a goddamn bird right now, cause I need some goddamn drink, to be able to conquer the goddamn white man. So y'all give me a motherfucking second, guys. Y'all give me just one motherfucking second to do this goddamn thing. Hey, by the way, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. I'm about to go grab me a brewski. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. But thank you for the sub. Alright, guys. I don't see how that phone's not broke yet, bro. I don't see how that phone is not fucking broke yet. God damn, I'll be fucking that phone up so bad. But I appreciate y'all waiting. I appreciate y'all waiting. Sorry about that. I am back. I'm black. And hey, I appreciate everybody for subscribing today. It looks like I got over, like, I think about like 15 subscribers today. So I definitely appreciate that, man. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day. Hey.
And over time, as we gather influence, we'll be able to claim additional regions and establish additional settlements in them, and use the resources available in said regions. So, for example, there's a rich iron deposit over here, which I very much covet.
Oh my god, I'm about to get so fucking mad already. Oh my god, dude. All right. Oh my fucking goddamn mother. Ugh. Ah, what the fuck, bro?
So we might, push in this direction nice and early and secure that for a wonderful economic boost, and for all the military equipment we'll need to deal with these regions up over here, which are highlighted in yellow, because they belong to Baron Hildebolt, the enemy. Now, fortunately, he is not the aggressor. We are the ones who get to choose when the fighting starts, as the game has told us with this scenario. The ball is in our court, which gives us some time to expand and push. However, there are bandits all around this map. You can see this bandit camp over here, for example. So they're going to cause us trouble over time. They'll be, stealing from us.
Let's check out our bandit camps. This looks like we got some booty bandits. Booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere. Booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere. I found you, Miss Jew Booty. Bring it back, Juby. I don't see no bandits around here. What the fuck? What the fuck they looking at? I don't know what the hell he talking about. Lying ass white man. The white man has once again lied to me. Isaac cannot believe the white man's. Because A's alive is Sunnis. I don't got no booty bandits around me. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I ain't got no booty bandits around me. Okay. I don't know what the hell he talking about. See, it looks like he has these dudes right here. I don't fucking have that. Why don't I have that? I want some bandits. I want some booty bandits that I can go and attack. I ain't got no booty bandits nowhere, bro. Or maybe they just haven't formed yet or some shit. I don't fucking know. Because I'm pretty sure he said that he selected the same shit that I selected. Did he not? Did he not say that, guys? Who the hell are you talking to, John?
The lands are full of raiders and undefended settlements will quickly perish. Here, victory conditions involve surviving all the attacks and also reaching the large town settlement level. So we've got a couple of options, which means we'll be able to play for quite a bit of time, and I'm very excited for that. But for our first run, let's go ahead and play Restoring the Peace. That's the selection by default, and even the template difficulty, we're going to go with...
Okay, so I see what's going on. Let me just restart this then. Exit. So look at my shit. I'm just going to copy and paste the same shit. Quit game.
Go with the default option over here, but otherwise you are...
Stop. No, why did it completely log me out? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm struggling. Every day I'm struggling. Oh my god, then it fucking resets everything. Why didn't I fucking save my shit? Oh my god, dude. Alright, so how did I have my shit last time? Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna get so fucking pissed off. Okay, I had that like that. So this front part was like, it was looking something like, I don't even fucking know, dude. I think it was like this. And I had that like that. Some shit like that, bro. Bruh. And then the bottom was like, it had, you know, because remember, guys, we're trying to be Moors, okay? We're over here trying to save the white man. We're over here trying to civilize the white man's, okay? Okay, so it was that, and then that was green, and then we had the Moorish symbology, which was this right here. Now I'm talking about So something like that. I think that's good enough. I think that's damn near close enough. Okay. To how as Weezer wants it. Okay. That's about close as it's gonna motherfucking get. Kiss my black ass. You gon' kiss it. You gon' kiss it. You gon' kiss. You gon' kiss it. You gon' kiss it. You gon'. And then our name, remember guys, since we are the Moors, it was General Hannibal I forgot how to spell it. So obviously I fucked up on something. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus. Jesus Lord, please. Please help diet. Alright, so white man got me over here misspelling. Obviously not my fault. Gotta blame everything on the white man. Oh my God. It's the white man's education system. That's what's going on. Alright, so I got my dude. I got my light-skinned Muslim. My light-skinned Moorish dude. Oh, this is how we gonna do it. And so defaults. That's how we gonna roll. We gonna turn this thing the fuck up. Okay. We're just going right now. We're just going all by the default rules and all that good stuff, guys. Oh, so it did do this. Victory dominates. Build your town, your mana, and get ready to claim your rewards. Once you claim, you'll press and be ready for battle. Unite your lands and all. Alright, so first we want to press spacebar. So Weezer don't waste our times. Now we need to finish this goddamn tour.
Are able to change a bunch of things to sort of customize your experience, make it harder, make it a little bit easier if you prefer. But you know, let's go ahead and showcase the default difficulty in the default scenario for starters.
Okay.
Let's begin. All right, so the first order of business in order to ensure success is to actually pause the game and take a look at this message, delivering to us our victory condition, dominance. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once a claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. I shall unite these lands under my rule. But first, let's take a look at these lands and see exactly what we're working with and what we're working for. So this is interesting. We have quite a bit of room to expand into all around us. This is our starting region, and over time, as we gather influence, we'll be able to claim additional regions and establish additional settlements in them, and you know, use the resources available in said regions. So for example, there's a rich iron deposit over here, which I very much covet. So we might, you know, push in this direction nice and early and secure that for a wonderful economic boost and for all the military.
No, you're not about to push into nothing, bro. You're gonna push these nuts in your goddamn mouth. What the hell you gonna do? Boy. So let me say, it looks like we have an iron deposit right here. So it looks like we're gonna push towards this area first. Right here. Looks like we got some people right here. Some Bergans. Some hood Negroes. Some potential hood Negroes. And it looks like these are the only potential hood Negroes right here. So those are the only hood Negroes we gotta worry about right now. The rest of these, and then we'll be able to claim everything like the white man usually does. Well, first we got to civilize these, you know, uncivilized Europeans first. That's what we must have does. We must have civilized the white man first.
Military equipment we'll need to deal with these regions up over here, which are highlighted in yellow, because they belong to Baron Hildebolt, the enemy. Now, fortunately, he is not the aggressor. We are the ones who get to choose when the fighting starts, as the game has told us with this scenario. You know, the ball is in our court, which gives us some time to expand and push. However, there are bandits all around this map. You can see this bandit camp over here, for example. So they're going to cause us trouble over time. They'll be, you know, stealing from us. They'll be just harassing us, and we have to make sure to eliminate some of these bandit camps, especially as we expand. So he's not the only problem over here. There are these outlaws as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. First, let's go ahead and zoom into our own space and get a better understanding of the space around us. If we take a look at fertility really quickly. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? No way.
How we do that? How the hell he done did that? See, the white man already cheating, because how the hell he done did that?
Hey, oh my god. This is like the most fertile land in the entire map, probably. This is
man, hold up. That's what I do. He's in the most fertile. Hopefully I'm in this land too, so I can be the most fertile. But how the hell he just do that?
Zoom into our own space and get a better understanding of the space around us. So if we take a look at fertility really quickly. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Fertility. So what this white man just done did? He done did something like this. He was like exit, and then he was like let's try to learn our shits first, okay? So C for constructions, and then the white man was like, we're gonna check out their fertilities. And then he was like, whoa, we got the most fertile land. All right, so let's restart that. White man was like, see? And then fertile. Oh my god, this game is racist, bro. Why they ain't gonna start me off with the most fertile shit? This game is racist as hell. Oh my god, bro. Now I gotta come over here and fucking struggle and shit. That's not even fair. See, he's fucking cheating, bro. That dude is obviously fucking cheating. It looks like the land right next to us is fertile as shit. We're gonna have to, yeah, we definitely gonna have to raid that shit real motherfucking quick. Cause over here, I mean, we got this little space right here, this little region. Oh my god, what the fuck is biting me on my goddamn neck? So where am I is right now? All right, so these my white folks right here. So we got some fertile land right here, but most likely, I'm gonna say let's push to this region in the back. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Or we can push for this little pocket right here. But hell no, that's just like a little pocket, bro. Hell the fuck no. We need to push next door. We can start knocking these motherfucking doors down. Hoe ass motherfuckers. They some hoes. I don't like this game. I don't like this fucking game, bro. I don't think I like this stupid game. I've already lost interest. I don't want to play.
No way. Oh my god. This is like the most fertile land in the entire map, probably. This is fantastic for farming, which comes eventually. We don't start with farming, though. We start with a lot more rudimentary stuff. We start with hunting, and we start with berry gathering. Fortunately, we have a rich animal deposit herd, I guess would be the word, when not talking in game mechanics terms. So we've got a nice big herd over here to hunt. We have a decent berry deposit that is currently growing. We also have an iron deposit over here. Now that's interesting. Building a mine over there, eventually when we do it, is probably going to force these animals to migrate a little bit. So hopefully we can keep that in check. We also want to make sure not to depopulate them completely, but this is an interesting layout over here. Up over here we have some stone, and we have some clay as well. So a lot of the resources are very close together, which is a convenient thing. And then eventually, like I said, we'll want to expand in this direction, which is decently far away. But the iron is extremely valuable, so we'll want to push in that direction eventually when we get the resources we need to do that. All right, so this is good. This is good. Looking at our fertility, everything is fertile, which means we can put our houses and buildings down anywhere, and it'll be all the same because we still have fertile land around us.
That's that bullshit.
But let's take a look at underground water, because that will determine where we can place our wells. Because of the settings we have, our well place.
Oh my god! And watch my fucking water not even be where the fuck I need it to be. Oh my god, dude. I'm about to get so fucking stressed out. I don't even want to play this goddamn game no more. Oh my god, bro. I'm about to get stressed out. Well, I guess I can build my village right here and then they gonna have to walk. Fucking assholes. They can kiss my black ass. They can kiss my black ass. We just gonna have to teach these Europeans how to make their goddamn farmland into some goddamn
placement is limited based on these groundwater reserves, as it were. We got some decent options as well. I mean, this spot is begging for a well, isn't it? Just with the roads the way they are. So maybe we do that. Don't know if that's enough room in there, but we'll see. And then in terms of where we'll want to place our manor eventually.
Goddamn bullshit.
I mean, what's the high ground here, right? Like, okay, so the land dips down over here. It goes higher and higher over there. If I take a look at road construction, you can kind of see the contours and the transition. Yeah, so somewhere over here is probably where our manor is going to end up, right next to the hunting grounds. So that's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, you know what? That's actually really cool. So the manor is going to end up over there. I think our housing and stuff can probably end up like in this general area down here. This will be our industrial area with a pocket up there and some good food gathering. Yeah, this is good stuff. Okay, so let's get this party started.
But let's analyze what the hell we done. Got this. I don't know where to start. Stop Xing out my goddamn shit. See, this land, oh my god, I'm stressed out. I ain't got nothing like that. All my stuff is all twisted up. Where's my highlands, my high roads? Looks like I'm already on the high roads. Damn near. But this is down here, like it gets lower. Ish. Oh no, over here it's a high hills. I see. So this is like a extra super high hill right there in the back. Yeah, this is the highest point. So what the fuck? So my manor's gonna go back here. My manor's gonna go right here on this hill. That's the fertile lands. So, okay, so since there's a road right there, I can put my wells right there. And as far as the industries, y'all niggas just gonna have to walk. That's what y'all gonna have to get used to. Y'all have to get used to some goddamn walking. Shit. Y'all just gonna have to walk. I don't give a damn. Y'all gonna be some walking ass motherfuckers. So y'all gonna get a workout around this motherfucker. Lazy ass European.
With some planning. First things first, we're going to want to go ahead and put down a logging camp.
Okay?
The logging
They
camp
gonna
is how
walk.
you acquire timber, and timber is absolutely essential for just everything. For all the construction, you need timber, especially like some of the basic stuff.
They gonna walk.
We want to try and establish it close to where we're going to be actually doing the wood cutting. I could do a bit of clearing over here. Again, I don't want to get too close to the animals and bother them. Let's actually just stick to... I mean, we're in such a sweet spot. This is like the best start I've rolled. This is amazing. Let's go ahead and put this camp down over here, and we'll simply clear this area out, because this will all be industrial, I guess. So sure, let's pop you down over here.
What's going on, whoever just
So that's
joined? I
that.
appreciate
Good stuff.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and establish some road connections. I mean, we don't... Not that we, like... We're so close, the road's going to make a marginal difference to hauling goods from here to here to build this thing. But sure, let's go ahead and make the connection anyway. Done. Now, logging camp done. Next up, let's establish the hunting camp and the forager hut. So again, we want to...
Alright, man, I'm over here reading comments and shit too, bro. Every stud in the world, even racists, follow a black man's flag to look more masculine. Who don't say bruh nowadays? Please, we got more culture in Atlanta than your entire country. Wake up off them and drugs and stop hating. Looks like I got a fan.
be close. Clear this area out, because this will all be industrial, I guess. So sure, let's pop you down over here. So that's that. Good stuff. We'll go ahead and establish some road connections. I mean, we don't... Not that we, like... We're so close, the road's going to make a marginal difference to hauling goods from here to here to build this thing. But sure, let's go ahead and make the connection anyway. Done. Now, logging camp done.
Okay, this some bullshit. I don't like this game. I'm frustrated, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty damn frustrated. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Pretty damn frustrated. Cause first off, this is where I is right now. Now we gotta transport all this goddamn weight over here. Oh my god. Okay, let's see what we can do real quick, guys. I'm not going to complain, because I'm not a complainer. I'm a fixer, okay? This is what I does. I's a fixer stuff. So I's ain't gonna complain. I's gonna fix it. So right now, I's I'm gonna put our houses in this like back region right here. That's what the hell I to do. How the hell I rotate this? Oh my god, bro. I'm about to get so fucking pissed off. I'm gonna just put it over here because I don't necessarily need all that shit. Okay. So we gonna build like two of them properties right here, okay? All right, so that leaves us with what? Four wood. What the hell, bruv? So this is my house right here. Where the hell is my stuff? Okay. So that ox is supposed to. Can I deconstruct this shit? Cause y'all gonna have to tear this shit the hell down. Y'all moving. Homeless people's tent. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tear that shit the hell down. No! That's gonna force these Negroes to hopefully move over yonder.
Next up, let's establish the hunting camp and the forager hut. So again, we want to be close to the herd because we don't want to have to travel too far to actually begin the hunt and haul the bodies back that far, etc., etc. But we don't want to be so close that, again, we force them to migrate. So I think we can put the hunting camp probably down over here. Here's what we'll do. Hunting camp over here, and let's get the forager hut over here. So we'll keep these guys together, and the foragers will have to travel a bit of a distance, but that's okay. I think that's fine.
Don't be meowing at me. I'll get your ass whooped. You want to get a whooping? You must want to get a whooping. Well, shit, they gonna have to haul that shit way the fuck back on a cool. That just is what it's gonna be.
Fine. It's not too far. They're going through the woods, get the berries, and then we'll put like stockpiles, you know, in this general area to facilitate easy kind of passing on of the resources to a central point, which then gets distributed to a market. Can I fit the well where I originally spotted? Let's see. The well will not fit here, unfortunately. Just too tight. Looks like it. Just too tight. But that's okay. We'll pop it down like over here or something. This looks like a nice spot though for the well. The market, it's just so nicely laid out. So we might do that, in which case I'll want to have storage in the area as well, but we'll construct that afterwards. First things first, let's prioritize the logging camp as a high priority construction, because you might be thinking, oh, well, isn't food more important? No, food is not more important. Timber is more important, because timber is needed to build literally everything else, like I said, and food is already available to us in this pile over here. We got 20 massive pieces of bread that we'll chow down on when the time comes. But timber, we've only got so much. So we'll establish that. We've got these things going. Let's figure this out. Where do I want to put the market? I could put it down. Where do I want to have my church as well? I guess I could put the church somewhere over here on the path to the manor. That's kind of a cool, you know, story, or it tells a story, I guess, if you will. So that's neat. And you want the market like near the church, I suppose. So here, why don't we go ahead and expand this road out a little bit this way. Up this down like this as well. I'm trying to embrace the whole organic city building vibe that Manor Lords is kind of really all about, and what it you know, implores you to do. So I'm going to try and, you know, follow the contours of the land where possible. I'm going to try and, like, you know, avoid the grid as much as possible, reject the grid, embrace tradition, as it were. So we'll see how I can kind of get myself to commit to that, because it does often get tempting to, you know, use order and patterns. But I want to try and avoid that. Let's go ahead and build, or plan to build, I guess, the market like somewhere over here. I guess it would. That's a massive market. We don't need the market to be that big. We don't need the market to be that big at all. We can go like down to here, sure. And the market is where goods get sold to the people. So you want to make sure you have a marketplace so that your goods aren't just sitting in storage. So we'll pop you down over here. Sure. Yeah, that works for me. Again, it can be removed, it can be like replaced, all that kind of good stuff. But I'm just trying to like plan some of this stuff out that doesn't need resources. And we'll pop a road down over here as well. Might expand the market a bit further later on, and we should be able to put a well down anywhere over here. Yeah, so, you know, this kind of... Alright, here's what we'll do. Let's pop the well down over here. Eventually. Again, I want to be very careful about where timber gets used. But let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Make this place look like it's been well traveled and well used. I think I can probably just make this road, or make this entire area look like it's been you know, trampled down with desire lines, as it were. So can like add a bit of a curve there. There you go. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Beauty. And I might even do like the same on the other side or something like that. But there you go. So yeah, we got our market over here. We'll have the well over there, and it'll look like, you know, maybe I'll like create a whole shape over here that's just like decorative space or something, or maybe it like leads into the church. We adjust things a little bit, put the church there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. One thing I'm going to try and do, by the way, is not this is going to be challenging. Not remove any roads. Once I put them down, they're going to stay, and I'm going to try and build like desire lines and things like that, and then use those to influence how things are actually built out. I think that'll encourage me to go for that organic feel, that organic vibe, as it were. And I think it'll be interesting. It's an interesting restriction. I think so, at least. I mean, you guys let me know as well in the comments if you think it's an interesting one or if I should abandon it. But I think it'll force me to kind of approach things very differently. Now, what's this? I've heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. Signed and sealed by my own seal, Hildebolt von Berenoit. Yeah, buddy, I don't believe you. This man is a known traitor. I will not write back. I will simply end the conversation because I do not speak with their kind.
Sir, there's no easy way to say this.
Your wife isn't who she says she is.
I'm sorry?
She's your wife.
But also, she isn't.
Can I at least fix my...
FX's Fargo.
But yes, like I was saying, curious about what you guys think about that kind of limitation. Anyway, we got the market over here. We'll put the church over here next to the market. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and establish, actually, the storage for food and goods, because if we don't establish that and it starts to rain, these resources will absolutely spoil out in the open. So first things first, our granary. We've got enough timber, we've got enough stone, so let's pop you down. Again, I think like over here sounds good. It's close to the market and all that good stuff. Close to the church as well. That feels relevant. So sure, let's go ahead and pop you down over here. And let's go ahead and pop our storehouse down. Yeah, over here. Now the thing is, I want these to be somewhat centralized because I want the goods to be brought to these storehouses and to these granaries and stuff like that to then be redistributed. You don't want it to necessarily be right next to the actual resource itself because every resource acquisition building has its own stockpile. So I'll show you in just a second. I'm going to pop this down over here. Sure. And then if we take a look at, let's say the forager hut, you'll see that it has room for storage, but you don't want to necessarily bring the berries all the way from here to the market. Instead, you want to stockpile them in the granary, and then it's a much shorter distance to actually get that get that product out to the people who are living in the area by the market. Anyway, back to this forager hut actually, and it's time to explain the concept of families. So the way population works in Manor Lords is very different. I don't think I've seen this in any other city builder or colony management game. I could be mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But The way it works here is that this number, this 5, doesn't represent 5 individuals, it represents 5 families. And so when I assign somebody to the forager hut, I'm not just assigning that individual person, I'm assigning that entire family. So this is a family of 2, and these 2 might both go and game. I could be mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way it works here is that this number, this 5, doesn't represent 5 individuals, it represents 5 families. And so when I assign somebody to the forager hut, I'm not just assigning that individual person, I'm assigning that entire family. So this is a family of 2, and these 2 might both go and collect berries, but eventually when they have berries, they might take on different responsibilities. One might continue to gather berries, while the other one, mans the market stall and sells those berries. Or another still might, transport. The way forager hut, you'll see that it has room for storage, but you don't want to necessarily bring the berries all the way from here to the market. Instead, you want to stockpile them in the granary, and then it's a much shorter distance to actually get that get that product out to the people who are living in the area by the market. Anyway, back to this forager hut actually, and it's time to explain the concept of families. So the way population works in Manor Lords is very different. I don't think I've seen this in any other city builder or colony management game. I could be mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way it works here is that this number, this 5, doesn't represent 5 individuals, it represents 5 families. And so when I assign somebody to the forager hut, I'm not just assigning that individual person, I'm assigning that entire family. So this is a family of 2, and these 2 might both go and collect berries, but eventually when they have berries, they might take on different responsibilities. One might continue to gather berries, while the other one, mans the market stall and sells those berries. Or another still might, transport the berries instead. So it's very different from the norm, I think. If I go ahead and go to the hunting camp and assign a family here as well, you'll see that here, again, it's a family of 2. Once they get houses, I'm sure they'll increase in size, and they're going to be, one of them is going to be hunting, Ditz is going to be hunting, and Margaret is going to be waiting for her husband to come back from the hunt with goods that she can then take to the market and sell, probably, or maybe she'll be hauling instead. Either way, every family member does something different, and when you're assigning people to the various tasks, to the various workplaces, you're assigning entire families. And I think that's extremely interesting because it completely changes the dynamic of how population and stuff works, and it all means something completely different. Anyway, with a logging camp, let's go ahead and establish a work area. Yeah, sure, let's start over here. We'll take completely different. And when you're assigning people to the various the market stall and sells those berries, the way population works in Manor Lords is very different. I don't think I've seen this in any other city builder or colony management game. I could be mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way it works here is that this number, this 5, doesn't represent 5 individuals, it represents 5 families. And so when I assign somebody to the forager hut, I'm not just assigning that individual person, I'm assigning that entire family. So this is a family of 2, and these 2 might both go and collect berries, but eventually when they have berries, they might take on different responsibilities. One might continue to gather berries, while the other one, mans the market stall and sells those berries. Or another still might, transport the berries instead. So it's very different from the norm, I think. If I go ahead and go to the hunting camp and assign a family here as well, you'll see that here, again, it's a family of
Do as I say. Do as I will. Hurry up. Hurry up. Build faster. Yeah, maggots. Before I have your head on a chopper. Yeah, maggots. Hurry up. Hurry up, I might say. Hurry up. Build it faster. Yeah, maggots. What these white folks doing? Oh, these white folks lazy as hell, man. Get to work, Margot. Hurry up. What are they doing? Y'all need to build like some fucking Mexicans, bro. God damn. White folks lazy as hell. Fuck is y'all doing? Taking a fucking break? Ain't no motherfucking breaks around here. Hurry up! Hurry up, maggots! Hurry up, maggots! Hurry up! What are these fucking Mexicans doing, bro? Y'all not moving fast enough for me. Y'all really about to get y'all asses fired. I'm about to have y'all like, oh my god, these fucking white folks, bro. I'm about to beat the living daylights out of all these white people. Hurry up, maggots! Hurry up! There you go. Hurry up! You must build. You must build the village. Hurry up!
Two. Once they get houses, I'm sure they'll increase in size, and they're going to be, one of them is going to be hunting, Ditz is going to be hunting, and Margaret is going to be waiting for her husband to come back from the hunt with goods that she can then take to the market and sell, probably, or maybe she'll be hauling instead. Either way, every family member does something different, and when you're assigning people to the various tasks, to the various workplaces, you're assigning entire families. And I think that's extremely interesting because it completely changes the dynamic of how population and stuff works, and it all means something completely different. Anyway, with a logging camp, let's go ahead and establish a work area. Yeah, sure, let's start over here. We'll take these trees out first. I'll eventually want to also get myself a woodcutter's lodge, because this is the guy that collects firewood, and firewood is essential for the colder months. You need it all around, just all the time, but in the colder months especially, you're going to want firewood to make sure nobody freezes to death. We have a bit of time, it's only March, but I don't want to rest on my laurels or anything and forget about it. We'll eventually also want a forester's hut to keep these completely different. Anyway, with a logging camp, let's go ahead and establish a work area. Yeah, sure, let's start over here. We'll take these trees out first. I'll eventually want to also get myself a woodcutter's lodge, because this is the guy that collects firewood, and firewood is essential for the colder months. You need it all around, just all the time, but in the colder months especially, you're going to want firewood to make sure nobody freezes to death. We have a bit of time, it's only March, but I don't want to rest on my laurels or anything and forget about it. We'll eventually also want a forester's hut to keep these forests, you know, alive, so we can keep cutting them down over and over again. But where were we? So I got some families assigned, I've got hunting happening. All right, with a hunting camp, we've got a hunting limit. This means that when the population of this herd gets down to 10, we're going to stop hunting so that they can take the time to repopulate. You want to make sure that you don't completely wipe out the animals in your in your region, because then you're going to run out of that resource, obviously. So that should be enough for them to repopulate easily enough. And otherwise I'm going to wait to collect some more timber before I start building some houses. But we'll get the housing down over here, and that should be good. And you know what, well, let's go ahead and put some roads down. I'm thinking, sure, let's put these down like so, and again try and use that to influence the way I expand and grow and the way I lay things out. Now we're right at the edge of our territory, actually. So we won't have much room to continue expanding down this way. We will expand up this way though. So housing over here, we got the market, housing here, and we can expand down this way too. Again, it's the most fertile territory ever. So yeah, we can absolutely grow down this way. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room actually before we need to spend some influence to expand, which by the way, we have to collect over time. We don't have the resources we need to expand right away or anything, and this isn't even the direction I want to expand in. This is the direction I want to expand in. So sure, we'll keep pushing down this way. Expanding this way, yeah, sounds good to me. Not that we can just, not that we're just going to flow over or anything. All right, looking good. Speed time up a little bit. To get that timber count up. We have 2 unassigned families right now. Unassigned families are necessary for construction. So if they don't have a job, their job is construction basically. And you can see how they're slowly chipping away at these 2 buildings we've asked them to build. And it's really nice as well just to see like the level of detail here. As the ox is taken from point A to point B, you'll come up to here where our starting supplies were. We're going to get that hitched up, and we're going to go ahead and move this all the way over to one of the 2 construction sites, and then the people actually working the construction site are going to build it up. And again, even though the number here says 2, that means there's 2 families working on the construction. So one of them is, like one individual is bringing the timber over, the others are maybe bringing the stone over, the others are building. It's just good stuff. It's just very interesting. What's left over here? We need 1 more stone. Oh, food stall has been built up. Who runs this food stall? Ooh, the foragers. Okay, so if we take a look at the forager hut, you'll see that these guys now own a market stall. That means of the 2, 1 will be... I'm going to get demonetized with these names. One of them is going to be manning the stall, and the other one's going to be gathering berries once they have berries to actually sell, and once they have people to sell them to. That's going to be once the houses are established. But that's good, and eventually I'm sure we'll get many more stalls, and we might even expand this, like I said. Add another market to the side there, or maybe add one over here. And see how this evolves. So excited to see how things shift and move over time. You know what, this logging camp, let's actually change where you're working. Now, let's clear this area out, then we'll move the logging camp down over here and then start clearing this area out. Something like that. As the houses expand, sure. Something like that. We got 5 timber. That's enough for a couple houses. I want to have enough for all the houses I want to put down at once, and then find like kind of fun, interesting shapes. I have an idea of what I want to do, I think. Yeah, I have a decent idea of what I want to do. In fact, you know what? Alright, in order to do what I want to do, let's get these guys just clearing this area out first. It'll be a little bit slower because the ox's hitching post is up over here. But you know what? Since those initial supplies are gone, I can move this hitching post. It isn't going to make much of a difference. It's going to have to go back and forth to this area anyway. Alright. Let's keep it as is. Up over here, how are we looking? Look at that. You want to talk about level of detail? Guy goes, hunts, brings the carcass back, then actually, you know, skins it, gathers the hide, gathers the meat, and all that good stuff. Like, I just absolutely love the level of detail. It's insane. You can watch people go and gather berries. You can watch people sell goods at the market. You can watch, you know, all these little details. It's wild. Now, we've got our granary and storehouse built. Let's go ahead and assign a family to the granary so that we can go ahead and get this bread somewhere safe so that it doesn't get rained on and start rotting. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and get a family at the storehouse. Maybe that same family gets swapped over, because I don't want this unassigned count to hit 0, because there's still construction to be done, obviously. The thing about assigning families to these storehouses and granaries is that...
This is how I used to dress 6 months ago, and this is me now, and it's all thanks...
People only move the goods that they need for their workplace, typically. So, for example, you know, eventually I might make a dye workshop, and the dyer, I guess, needs berries. So he's going to go and grab berries from wherever he can get berries, wherever is closest. So he might go all the way to the forager's hut to pick up berries and bring it all the way back over here to process into dye. Sure. Or he might go to the granary if there's berries at the granary to, you know, have a shorter distance, bring those berries back, process into dye. Good stuff. But he's never going to move that dye into the storehouse where it can be stockpiled, because every place has room to stockpile resources. There is storage room for all of these buildings, so they'll happily store it themselves. But when you assign a worker to the granary or to the storehouse, it's that family's job to go out and gather those resources and centralize them. So here, for example, you know, we've got this food stall currently being manned by the people from the forager hut. That is a long distance to go and to haul the berries. I think I mentioned this earlier because I was explaining some of these distances in the market stall. But that's a long way to go. So instead, we want the granary to pick those berries up, you know, bring them back over here so that it's easier to provide for the people. Now, actually, if I take a look at... Oh, these guys are down over here. So they're just picking up the bread right now. I think they're prioritizing that, which is fair, because it's completely out in the open. So that's all well and good. We'll eventually start shipping the berries over as well, though. And there's the rain. Hopefully we're moving quickly enough. We've got a bit of a cart So that should move more goods at a time. Excellent. So you can see, like, the wife here is transporting bread by hand. The husband has his little cart. So they're moving goods together, and there's, you know, there's a value difference of the resources being moved between them and stuff like that. It's good stuff. All right. Soon enough, we'll get some people in the storehouse so we can move some of these supplies as well. Because this stuff will, you know, some of this stuff will get damaged out in the rain as well. All right, logging camp. Done clearing this space? Yeah. Okay, good. Why don't we go ahead and continue expanding this general area? Why not? That didn't take too long. Take too long at all. Alright, the bread's been taken care of, but the remaining exposed stock is getting soaked. So, let's get you unassigned. Let's get you assigned there. The berries can wait. I think she was just headed over to gather some berries, actually, and I interrupted her. But that's fine. There's more important stuff on hand. Alright, now she's carrying the... oh, they're both carrying their carts. I guess the storehouse might have more carts available. They're going to come through. Yeah, you can see just, like, picking up individual piles. I just find the level of detail to be mind-blowing. Look at that. Walking along. Stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and do... not that, but this. I feel like that is a realistic kind of desire line that would form. And again, I'm trying to, you know, scar the land with these roads and stuff to influence how I'm going to expand down the line. Alright, we got 8 timber. Let's go ahead and build some houses. So the way housing works is also different in Manor Lords. It uses the concept of burgage plots. So let's go ahead and pause so I can kind of go over this and make sure I'm creating a nice living area. So the way things work is not through ploppable buildings where you put down individual houses. It's not through kind of zoning in the modern sense either, but instead you're creating areas within which you want people to establish their homes. But the areas you're drawing out will be further subdivided into these burgage plots. The way burgage plots work is you've got your actual home, and then if you have enough room, you have this massive backyard where you partake in various activities. So, for example, you might have a vegetable garden, you might have a chicken coop, you might have an orchard, whatever it might be that you're good at, you might do in your backyard, and then the goods from that activity get sold at the market. So, for example, if you have a vegetable garden, you're going to provide vegetables
They're asking me for a 100.
vegetables to the community, and all of a sudden, we not only have the berries and the meat, but we also have the vegetables from that vegetable garden. Or if you have a chicken, you can kind of go over this and make sure I'm creating a nice living area. So the way things work is not through ploppable buildings where you put down individual houses. It's not through kind of zoning in the modern sense either, but instead you're creating areas within which you want people to establish their homes. But the areas you're drawing out will be further subdivided into these burgage plots. The way burgage plots work is you've got your actual home, and then if you have enough room, you have this massive backyard where you partake in various activities. So, for example, you might have a vegetable garden, you might have a chicken coop, you might have an orchard, whatever it might be that you're good at, you might do in your backyard, and then the goods from that activity get sold at the market. So, for example, if you have a vegetable garden, you're going to provide vegetables to the community, and all of a sudden, we not only have the berries and the meat, but we also have the vegetables from that vegetable garden. Or if you have a chicken coop, you're going to provide eggs. So it's really interesting because it's kind of like mixed zoning, where they're not just houses. They can be. If you make this space small enough, they are going to be just houses, and that's what that icon means. If you shape it funky enough, you'll even get those little tiny expansions like you're seeing on the far right of this area, like over here, right? You get the funny shape, and yeah, you can fit another house in there, kind of, and all of a sudden that one plot has room for 2 families as opposed to 1. If I go far enough, yeah, you can see you get some really interesting shapes as it tries to figure out how to break the shape you're making into these plots. But yes, if you get deep enough, you get these backyard extensions where you can establish all kinds of industry. And as these buildings level up, they'll have access to more advanced things. They can become bakers, they can become tailors, they can become smiths, all kinds of stuff. It's a really cool system, and it really changes how you look at housing in the city builder, which is kind of a vital part of a city builder. And I find it to be a really cool system, and it is inspired by kind of historical the behaviors or methodologies, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Why don't we go ahead and pop these guys over here? We'll want a gap between the homes and the market. That's the question. That's the question. And maybe while I think about that, we'll put these houses down over here instead. So, put these points down here. So that's our front facing. And then all the way down to here. What I want to try and do is give these guys extremely, extremely big backyards. And I'll explain why when the time comes. That's a little tight for that.